Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Welcoming to the show, Dusty Slay, who's got a new 1-hour Netflix stand-up special, Wet Heat, premiering today. Dusty plays the Vic on Saturday, November 8th. So see, you get this now, and then we go, it's incredible, awesome, and I can just kick it now and wait till November. I got months to just relish in this special before I go see him live. You see how that works, Dusty?
Boom. That's exactly how it works. We're having a good time. I'm pumped to be here. And the thing about it is you watch this special, Wet Heat, and then you can go watch Working Man, which is also on Netflix, and then come see me at the Vic, and it'll be a whole new hour. And it's incredible.
That's amazing.
That's good to know. It's going to be completely different than the special that drops, because I do that sometimes where I'm like, let me watch this special and get in the mood for what I have tickets for, and then it's the same jokes that I didn't realize that I screw myself over.
No, I'll still be waving. I'll still be saying we're having a good time, but the rest will be completely different.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you're a Southern boy, but have you been to Chicago before?
Oh, many times. Well, I don't want to say many times, but I've been there quite a few times. I've done the Schaumburg Improv a few times. I know that's just outside the city.
Hell yeah.
I've done the Zanies Old Town there. I did that a couple of years ago. I used to do St. Charles, which I know is not Chicago, but that's a Zanies right there outside of it. I've been around.
That's closer to where Kenzie lives anyway, St. Charles.
Yeah, I wish you were going there. I'd be just a little hop skip over for me.
Well, yeah, I used to do that club in a barn over there, and that was really fun. I really liked that club.
Now, you obviously work with Nate Bargatze. Did you grow up with him because you're both in Tennessee, or how did you meet him?
No, I moved to Tennessee later. I had a whole entire career. I had a Netflix half hour, and then I guested once on the podcast, and it went so well that they asked me to join the podcast.
Oh, that's awesome. You must have done really good. Get the permanent job.
I still, I'm friends with Nate, but I didn't grow up with him, and we've not even come up together in comedy. We've both been on our own journey, but I am happy to be a part of the podcast.
Yeah, we're a big fan of his on the show, and you as well, and just to see you guys doing that together, the part where you're talking about and this is early on in your career, obviously a pesticide salesman. I just think that stuff, and then moving around and never giving up. Like you kind of, at a point, almost gave up comedy, it sounds like, and then moved to Tennessee, moved into Nashville, and just gave it another shot, and now look at you. Now look at it.
I quit drinking in 2012, and all of my comedy was about drinking. I mean, that was what it was all about. I was talking about, And then I quit drinking, and I was like, wow, I don't really have any jokes anymore. And I was on a different path. I did an entire life change, but I decided I had a few more shows left on the calendar, so I was like, well, I'll go ahead and do those. And it reinvigorated me, and I was so much better at comedy as a sober guy that I was like, oh, this is where it's at,
What was it like the first time on stage sober?
Well, it was just you're a little more nervous because you might have a beer or two just to kill the nerves. But I learned that the nerves is where it's at, because if you go on stage sober and you have a little nerves, when the show's over, you're so excited. You have this rush that comes over you. But if you have the beers that kill the nerves, you don't get the rush after the show. So it's all about the nerves.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've heard comedians talk about that before when they've lost a lot of weight, and they're like, what am I supposed to talk about? I had all fat jokes. So that's a common thing during the life change.
Well, that's true too. I was heavier when I was drinking. And so my jokes were that I was fat, that I was an alcoholic, and that I wasn't getting laid. And then when I quit drinking, none of that was true anymore. So I was like, I gotta write new jokes. Life is going well now.
Yeah, you're like, it's hard to write jokes when you're awesome. What am I supposed to make fun of?
Well, it's like you just start to feel good about yourself, and then that's when I started to, I did more observational comedy because, there's plenty of funny things going on in the world. And listen, I still got plenty of problems. But those three weren't my problems anymore.
Yeah. I kind of want like the Lost Basement tapes of Dustin Slay of that comedy. Listen, I'm proud of you. I'm great. It's going well. But those Lost Basement tapes of jokes about being fat, alcoholic, and a mess.
Not getting laid.
And not getting laid. I want to hear that act.
It's hard. I tell you what, some of that stuff's hard to look at. The problem with them is I look completely different. You would not even know it's me. And then the video quality's bad. But I had kind of a bowl cut. I had no beard, and I was a heavier guy. I mean, you might think I didn't realize Peter Griffin did comedy. And
I'm going to find these pictures and video.
Now we got to see this.
well, the pictures are out there. The pictures exist, but the videos are mostly gone, I hope. I mean, I got some and I've wanted to share it, but I'm like, I don't know. I can't do it.
All right, well, Dusty Slay, new 1-hour Netflix stand-up special, Wet Heat, premieres today. And the Vic, Saturday, November 8th. So happy you took the time to chat with us. We'll definitely see you in person at the Vic show. And then we're, of course, going to watch the Netflix special. So thanks for checking in with us.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.